Me and my kicks, 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 me and my kicks.
What is going on, YouTube? It's your favorite YouTuber, me and my kicks, and this is my top 10 shoes of 2018 that I either got finessed on or I paid a little bit too much for, man. Stay tuned. As always, I want to thank you guys for watching this video today. I really do appreciate it. Smash that like button if you like this video. Also, comment down below what shoe did you pay for in 2018 that you maybe paid a little bit too much for. It could have been a shoe that you paid retail for, then eventually it went on sale so you could have saved money then. Or it was a shoe that instead of paying retail price, you paid the resale price for, which was like maybe 100, 200, maybe 50 bucks over retail. And if you just would have waited, you could have got the shoe for retail, no problem. So just comment that down below and we can chop it up in the comment section. Also, if you aren't subscribed to the channel, what are you doing, man? Hit that subscribe button, takes nothing but a couple seconds, and you'll be notified of when I drop future videos. Now enough talking, let's get into this list, man. Coming in at number 10 is the Nike Zoom Generation All-Star or Wheat Edition. I want to say retail for this shoe was either $175 or $200. I paid retail for them, but eventually, like down the line, as I was going to outlets and stuff like that, I was seeing this in the hash section for either like $150 or retail, and they had an extra 30% off the product. So I could have potentially got these for like $130, $120, like easily. Because like they definitely had my size. They had a lot of sizes of the shoe actually. So if I would have been patient and just waited, I could have got this for like $130, $120. But since I paid retail, I had to go ahead and add this to the list. But growing up, this was my favorite colorway in the Nike Zoom Generations, and I always wanted this shoe. So I was glad that they retro. So I'm not really too salty that I paid retail. I'm still glad to have it in my collection. So number 10, the Nike Zoom Generation All-Star Wheat Edition. Coming in at number 9 is the Air Jordan Retro Low Jeter Edition. I paid retail for these, which was $200. And I could have just waited because eventually these like went on StockX for like lower than retail. And you've seen some like pop up at outlets for lower than retail. The one reason I bit the bullet on these was because like only Sneakers had them and only Eastbay had them. So I kind of thought like these was like super limited. And it was at first, like, you know, it was a little bit of resale hype on it, but then like it was another big restock and it was pairs galore. Like if you wanted this shoe, you could have definitely got this shoe for retail or lower. But I really like this shoe. I like the materials on it. It's definitely on point. I just paid retail for it when I ain't have to, so I had to add it to the list. So number 9 is the Air Jordan Retro 11 Low Jeter Edition. Coming in at number 8 is the Adidas Ultra Boost 1.0 Cream Edition. I really like these shoes and I paid retail for them, and I kind of knew I was in trouble when I put a bid in for retail on StockX 3 weeks before the shoe even came out, and I won and they shipped out and everything. So man, I knew I could have got this shoe for way lower than retail, and I was right. Eventually, like looking at a couple of Adidas sales and Foot Locker friends and family employee off thing, I could have got this shoe for $100. So even though I really like this shoe, I did a review on it, and it's the most watched video on my YouTube channel. I put it up above if you want to check it out. But basically, I mean, I really like this shoe. It really pops off the foot, etc., etc. But I mean, why pay $200 for the shoe when you could have paid $100 for it? So I had to throw it into the list just for that reason, man. So number 8 is the Adidas Ultra Boost 1.0 Creams. Coming in at number 7 is the Air Jordan Retro 12 Vachetta Tans. And I paid retail for this shoe, which was like $190. And the reason I paid retail is because for women's shoes that's this cold, when they come in extended sizes like a size 12, which is like equivalent to a man's 10.5, these fly off the shelves. I thought this was gonna be the same issue with this shoe, but I was able to get my pair from Finish Line, no problem. And eventually when I started going to outlets, I just seen these at the hash walls. So I could have got these for as low as like 120, 130 bucks. So since I paid retail for a shoe I could have got on sale, I had to throw it onto the list. So coming in at number 7 is the Air Jordan Retro 12 Vachetta Tans. Coming in at number 6 is the Adidas Ultra Boost 1.0 Navy Multicolor Edition. I paid retail for these as well. Pack of shoes, released these early, and I was able to hit on my size for retail, no problem. So they shipped them out to me. And the moment these shoes came out, they sat and they sat and they sat. And just like the Cream Ultra Boost, I could have gotten this shoe for half off. So instead of paying, I want to say $200 for these, I could have got these for $100. So once again, I like the shoe, great colorway, etc. But why pay $200 when you could have paid $100 for the shoe? All this saved money could have went towards bills, extra shoes, blase blase. So I gotta add this to the list. So number 6 is the Adidas Ultra Boost 1.0 Navy Multicolor. Coming in at number 5 is the Air Jordan 5 Bel Air Edition. And I really like these shoes, but I paid way too much for them. Like, I got these from an overseas retailer. So I paid about, retail plus the overseas shipping. So whatever retail is, like add 20 or 30 bucks on it. And I could have just gotten these shoes for regular retail in the city because these were sitting in a couple stores in Chicago. And I also know a couple people who work at Nike. So I could have potentially got these for like 120, 130 with the oops swoosh. So I bit the bullet and paid a little bit much than what I was supposed to. But hey man, it happens sometimes. So at number 5, I gotta go with the Air Jordan 5 Bel Air Edition. Coming in at number 4 is the Nike Air Max 90s We Love Nike Edition. I paid retail for this, and I paid a little bit more than retail because I got this from an overseas retailer because I thought this was going to be limited, and I thought these was going to fly off the shelves because, like, in hand, these are definitely a great shoe. But once again, I paid retail, which was like, I want to say like maybe 190-ish, 200 after, like, overseas shipping and everything was counted in there. Then I just started seeing these like go on sale on most US retailers, and I just started seeing these like in hash walls at the Nike outlet. So I could have probably paid like 90, 80 bucks for this shoe, but I bit the bullet and paid retail, so I had to add this to the list. Number 4 is the Nike Air Max 90 We Love Nike Edition. Coming in number 3 is the Nike Air Max 1 JDI All Orange joints. And these shoes definitely pop on foot. I really like them. And when these initially came out, these was like somewhat limited, and these flew off the shelves. But then after restock, after restock, after restock, I was able to get these for retail. But if I just would have waited, I could have got these for as much as 50% off. I want to say retail on these was like 140 or something like that. I could have got these as low as like 70 bucks. So since I fell into the hype and paid retail when I shouldn't have, I had to throw these on to the list. So coming in at number 3 is the Nike Air Max 1 JDI All Orange joint. Coming in at number 2 is the Soulbox / Atmos / Asics collaboration, the Gel Light 3s. And when these shoes first came out, these was only available on the Atmos website, and they sold out instantly. And then eventually they just started like restocking and restocking and restocking on overseas websites. So I bit the bullet and paid retail on the overseas website. And I want to say with the extra shipping, I paid maybe 10, 20 bucks over. But eventually these hit the States and no one really bought them over here. So they went like very low on sale. I could have got these for as much as like 100, 110 bucks. And I ended up paying like, I want to say 190, 200 bucks for this shoe. So I could have saved that money on these if I would have just been patient. So coming in at number 2 is the Soulbox / Atmos / Asics collaboration, the Gel Light 3s. Last but not least, coming in at number 1 is the 2-Day / Adidas Ultra Boost collaboration, the Uncaged EU flag joints. And I really like this shoe. I like the fact that it got my fraternity colors. I like the fact that it got the stars like embroidered on the toe. Just overall, this shoe is definitely on point. But I didn't have to pay what I paid for these, and I paid retail plus overseas shipping because I got these from some overseas retailer. I forgot the name, but I paid for them, and I paid like maybe like $220, $230 for these shoes. And eventually these released over here in the US, and they was like dipping in price. Like I could have got these for as low as like 150, 140. No one really rocked with these shoes in the States. I didn't know that these was releasing in the States. I paid the overseas bullet. So coming in at number 1, I gotta give it to the Adidas / 2-Days EU Flag Uncaged Ultra Boost Edition. All right, guys, that is my top 10 shoes that I got finessed on or paid way too much for in 2018. What did you guys think of the list? Comment down below. Also comment down below any shoe that you paid retail for that you could have got on sale, or any shoe that you could have paid retail for but you paid resale on. Comment that down below and we can chop it up in the comment section. Also, if you aren't subscribed to the channel, what are you doing, man? Hit that subscribe button. Takes nothing but a couple seconds and you'll be notified when I drop future videos. And lastly, peace.